So most of us spend a lot of time on YouTube, myself included, not just producing content but also consuming it. And there's a few things I've picked up on over the years watching various genres of channels including true crime, gaming, fitness, finance, etc. These days it's more so finance, some fitness and very few gaming content I consume. But there's common tropes amongst many channels in these genres, as well as every other genre out there. I'm going to talk about what these channels do that pisses me off, why it pisses me off, and I also suppose I'm making this video to see if I'm the only one. Maybe this is just my own personal pet peeve, or maybe my opinions are shared universally. Either way, the comments will be interesting to read, so let's start. Thing 1, asking people to like and subscribe every single video. Super common in finance and quite common in fitness. The content creator slash YouTuber slash influencer will talk about the video topic, then at some point we'll say something like, "But before we go any further, I'd appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel." You'd appreciate it? Dang! I didn't know all you had to do to get people to do what you want is to tell them you'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it if everyone watching this sent me $1,000 each. Thanks guys, I appreciate it. Hey buddy, if people liked your video, as in they liked the content or found it informative, they would probably click the like button. And if they stumbled across your channel and enjoyed what it was about, they would subscribe. People aren't gonna be like, "Oh wow, this video is pretty good. I wonder if they have any other content that's similar. Let's check out their YouTube channel. Oh, they do. Well, isn't that swell? If only there was some way I could have their videos show up in a tab on YouTube going forward. Like a subscriptions tab. If only I could somehow have their future videos show up in this tab whenever they uploaded." People have been on YouTube for a while, they know what a subscribe button is. My channel has recently had a lot of views from non-subscribers. Not sure exactly which videos they saw, but clearly my channel wasn't for them. Their loss? Enjoy losing at the game of life, you NPC. No, I'm not salty, why do you ask? But that's fine, not everyone's channel is for everyone. You could have the best guitar review channel out there. I personally do not give a shit. So I wouldn't be a recurring viewer of yours. The same way many people don't give a shit about stock trading or a career. Two key parts of my content. That's fine, I'm not for you. That's all good. But if I had asked for everyone to like and subscribe in all my videos, I doubt I'd have more subs. I seriously doubt that people are going to be watching this and be like, this guy harps on about a career. I want to be a self-improvement YouTuber like Hamza and Andrew Tate and start dropshipping. Oh, but what's this? He said he appreciates it if I liked and subscribed? Oh, okay, I'll do that then. Different flavors for different people. While we are on this topic of asking to subscribe, I haven't noticed this lately, but back in 2020 when I was consuming a lot of gaming related content, before the major change in my life and the grind, or the true game of life began, every PokeTuber I watched would show this annoying graph each video saying, 60% of you watching aren't subscribed, so please subscribe. Hey genius, maybe they found one of your semi-viral videos and weren't that into your channel. I doubt heaps of people are being haters and purposely not subscribing, but still watching your content to keep your sub count down. I know that does happen, but it's not like 100,000 plus people would be doing this. Another thing is, they're like, "Oh, you may think you're subscribed, but you're not," which apparently does happen. I've seen some comments say, "Oh, you're right, I thought I was subscribed, but I'm not." Not sure if the comment was satire, but even so, the algorithm is still recommending the videos to you, so ultimately it doesn't matter much since you're still seeing their content. I don't know, maybe some creators get a little more subs this way, but it's still annoying as fuck hearing, please subscribe," every video I watch, especially when they do it multiple times per video. Some crypto douche I used to watch in 2021 did that a lot. He'd ask for everyone to smash that subscribe button every 3 minutes, and I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. So no surprise I don't watch him anymore. I remember seeing someone complain about this in the comments of a video a while ago, and someone replied saying, it does work, like people actually get a higher sub count when they start asking people to like and subscribe. But I find this hard to believe. I feel it would happen regardless, like 2 finance channels I watch every weekday, Options Drops and Mike Jones Investing, always have a quick intermission around 1/3 of the way through the video asking for everyone to like and subscribe. I didn't subscribe because they told me to, I subscribed because I like their content, regardless of how annoying it is every day hearing that from them. They aren't the only ones, but they're the first 2 that pop into my mind. Stocked Up is a channel I watch every weekday too, but I can't recall them ever asking for a like or subscription. But anyway, this is an example of correlation equals causation. These finance channels ask people to subscribe to each video, and their sub count has gone up. So that must mean them asking for subs is working, right? Well, maybe their channel was just getting exposed to the finance algorithm, and finance consumers like me picked up on it, and I liked their content. It had nothing to do with them asking me to click the subscribe button. Your entire viewership subscribing is also impractical. Imagine subscribing to every single channel you've ever watched. Your subscriptions feed would be a chaotic mess. The notifications for my stock market/finance channels are a mess enough as is, and these channels are the ones I have the bell notification on for, let alone others that don't have the notification bell on, let alone all the non-finance channels I've subscribed to over the years, let alone all the other various videos I've watched from various creators over the years. No way should every viewer hit subscribe. That's madness. Now, I am, I suppose, a YouTuber. I'm not monetized, but I guess I do fall under the YouTuber category. At the very least, I am a content creator. But go back through all of my videos, which I know no one will do since there's just way too many hours of watch time since I love to ramble. But point me to a point in any of my videos where I've asked people to like and subscribe. I haven't. I made a joke about it in one of my earliest ever videos, but aside from that, I never have. Since I assume you will subscribe if you dig my stuff, and you will like the video if it provided value to you, I had some douche make fun of one of my recent videos due to its lack of likes, and I'm like, yeah, it's because I forgot to tell people to like and subscribe. Maybe if I told them that, I'd have more likes. It's totally not due to the fact that the video had obviously reached the algorithms of a bunch of pre-workout Psalm Goblin teenagers who can't get themselves into the gym without 3 scoops of pre-workout since they don't have any willpower, since TikTok drained it all from them. What I mean by that is most people watching this video don't agree with not taking pre-workout, creatine, etc. But that's kind of weird even so, since the title of the video wasn't "You're a fucking idiot if you take pre-workout." The title was "Why I don't take pre-workout, etc." And then people are disagreeing with me? Huh? Has the school system devolved to the point of being unable to teach basic literacy? I never said why you shouldn't take pre-workout, etc. It was why I don't. You do you. It'd be like if I saw a video that was titled, "Why I don't swing trade stocks, I just buy into the broad market." And I'm like, nah, L video, I trade stocks. Like what? That's not what the title says. But anyway, case in point is the video wasn't really shown to people who don't take pre-workout, creatine, etc. It was shown to those who do take them, which is why they weren't fans, which is why the video's like-to-view ratio was low, which is fine. I'd prefer a few new subs through extra exposure in the algorithm over some extra likes on a video. However, I will say I suppose this like and subscribe begging works for gaming channels for little kids, since little kids like pushing buttons. But if you're a finance channel, what 6 to 11-year-old kid is watching that? None. At least, I hope none. Like, dude, enjoy your childhood. Plenty of time for being a successful/intelligent adult later. Not saying if you don't listen to finance you aren't successful or intelligent, but generally speaking, people well versed in finance tend to be intelligent and have something going for them. When I was 11, I was still trying to figure out where Team Galactic had gone in Mount Coronet in Pokemon Pearl. Enjoy your childhood. But anyway, asking little kids to click buttons is generally a good idea. But for me, as an adult, I need an adult. It just pisses me off hearing people beg for subs every damn video. I guess when your livelihood relies on this stuff, you may need to resort to this. But have you just tried making better content? Maybe that'll help. I made a rankings of finance channels video a while ago, and I mentioned that some channels didn't beg for likes or subscriptions, which I was a fan of. Channels that did this got brownie points from me. Notice how I still subscribe to their channel without being asked to? It's because I saw their video, I checked their channel, and I like their stuff. So I subscribed. That's what people will do when they subscribe to your channel. They don't subscribe because you would appreciate it if they did, or if you told them to. I don't go ask my boss to give me a raise and promotion because I'd appreciate it. I got it because I earned it. The same way you earn your subscribers and your audience's attention. I'm close to 1,000 subs at the time of making this video, but I'm not going to beg for subs. If you don't like my stuff, that's fine. I'll keep grinding and earn it organically, much the same way I'm close to passing my CPA qualification. Maybe I should tell CPA Australia that I'd appreciate it if they liked and subscribed. I'd appreciate it if they let me pass my last 2 units. No, you gotta earn it. So to wrap that up, I'm sick of YouTubers asking in every video to like and subscribe. People would do that anyway if they like your stuff. Thing 2, taking sponsorships for products they clearly have never used / don't know much about. So I've taken jabs at this on my other socials before, but I hate this. I hate this so much. Cash grabbing greedy grubs. Once again, I suppose when your livelihood relies on this, you kinda have to take what you can get, which is another thing I mentioned in my finance ranking videos. I was like, people who have actual careers outside YouTube channels are generally better sources of information since they are much less reliant on YouTube and sponsor income, so they have much less incentive to promote scammy products. Whereas if your survivability relies on money from YouTube AdSense or sponsors, you're more likely to make clickbait titles, beg for subs, and promote garbage products / services. Now, I mentioned earlier how I have seen many fitness channels and many finance channels. Now, when I was a huge gym rat, well, I still kinda am, but I don't binge watch YouTube fitness in my spare time these days like I used to. I have a much more efficient daily / weekly schedule. But way back when, I saw fitness YouTubers mostly take fitness sponsors, such as like a supplement, pre-workout, gym attire, etc. Unfortunately, these fitness sponsors have crept into the finance space. I've seen several finance channels promote fitness / health supplements. You have no idea whether these are good or not. I did my own homework on some of these before, and although they were actually okay, how are these finance content creators supposed to know that? It's only a matter of time before they accept a sponsorship from a shady health product that has negative health consequences and will harm / potentially kill some of their audience. Look at what happened with FTX and established titles. If these finance content creators couldn't even properly vet finance-related products, what hope do they have of vetting health-related products? If you're unsure of how land / real estate feeds into the stock market / finance, well, it sort of doesn't, but it sort of does. The markets operate differently, but generally real estate is easier to predict since it moves at a much slower pace than the stock market. If you can't even vet real estate, and if you can't even vet good stock platforms despite being a finance channel, then you'd have no hope of vetting good health products. Just stick to your lane. There's plenty of finance sponsorships you could take. Stop being greedy and venturing out into other areas you are clueless on. I saw Economics Explained take a mobile phone game sponsorship the other day, so maybe finance businesses aren't spending as much on ads these days. All the gaming businesses are willing to spend more, but geez, that's sad. Taking a totally irrelevant sponsor. Shake my head. I haven't seen a fitness YouTuber take a sponsorship from some finance business, but I haven't been as immersed in the fitness space as I once was, so maybe they are, but I can't comment on that. I can only comment on the finance realm since I'm immersed in that daily. I have seen other gaming channels though, but all their sponsors, or at least from what I've seen, are somewhat relevant. The least relevant is probably some like Dr. something soap company or Manscaped. But then again, I suppose that is relevant since your average gamer could probably use a shower with some good soap and some manscaping / grooming. Personally, I'd accept sponsorships like that since I have my own little hygiene and grooming routine. But I wouldn't take like a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor for example. since that's not even remotely relevant to anything I do. The closest video game interaction I have in my weekly routine is maybe watching some gaming stuff 20 minutes before bed, but that's it. Now back to finance creators taking health sponsors. I took a jab at that in a prior video, and I had a comment on that video from someone saying, well, Graham works out so he can kinda talk, which caught me off guard. I was like, oh, does he? I couldn't really tell. Perhaps a less cynical person might say, oh well, he's just promoting a general healthy lifestyle and health foods, but as someone who's been around the fitness space for a long time, I've seen scenarios before involving health, supplements / products that aren't even that good, and in some cases, harmful. So just because it says health supplement, and it has all these certain ingredients, doesn't mean it's actually good. Who did the vetting? How do you know? Someone who's been a fitness fanatic for a good amount of time with integrity would have the resources / knowledge to vet these products, but you, as a finance creator, do not. Now, of course, this is my opinion, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if people disagreed with this take, but before arguing in the comments, consider the fact that I've been around both the fitness and finance space for a while. I've seen a lot of this shady shit before. It's simply not a good idea to be promoting supplements when you barely even know the fitness industry as a whole. Just stick to your finance sponsors. They probably pay better anyway. Or maybe ignore that and just argue in the comments anyway. Comments are good for the algorithm. That's also another annoying thing they do. Leave a comment and like etc. for the algorithm, but if everyone does that on each video, then the net effect on the algorithm shouldn't change, since it's not like every video ever could be promoted. Perhaps I have a bias here since there are many products relevant to my brand / content, so other creators are generally pigeonholed with the amount of sponsors they can take relevant to what their content is about. But at the very least, don't be messing around with people's health and finance. Some mobile games are generally harmless, fun ways to pass the time, but don't be screwing around with people's bank accounts and health. Only promote that if you are versed enough in that field to vet the good products. So to summarize thing 2 that annoys me, they take sponsors relating to products they aren't even knowledgeable enough about, let alone products that aren't even relevant to their field of content, and by extension, probably not relevant to their audience. Thing 3, clickbait shit. I can't be the only one who hates this. It's common in the finance space. The doom and gloom titles do better, and I'm guilty of this, but unlike other finance creators, I genuinely believed we were headed into turmoil. And well, we kinda did, the economy anyway, not so much the stock market, which is something I've learned recently, as I've talked about in some recent videos. But when you see other finance creators, there's doom and gloom in the titles and thumbnails, but when you watch the video, they'll eventually say, oh, it's not that bad, there's no collapse coming, I'm just going to do the standard dollar cost average into the market. So annoying. Other than the doom and gloom videos I've made, there's never been clickbait nonsense here before. Practice what you preach. I suppose the closest thing I've done is this video, but even so, I used the word might, and it was actually 4 meals. I had a bonus meal, but it wasn't important to the overall point. I didn't title the video, "Eat these foods or you will die soon," or any of the nonsense you see from fitness creators. Speaking of, fitness content creators are also guilty of this. It's just I'm more so immersed into the finance space, so I can speak more on them as opposed to fitness creators. Dom Mazzetti, the professor, memed this years ago. Sad to see it hasn't changed much, but the fitness creators are also guilty of this clickbait bullcrap. I'm glad to see Sam Sulek has exploded in popularity lately. No clickbait titles, no clickbait thumbnails, just authenticity. It's also part of the reason Joe Delaney was once my favorite fitness creator at one point. His older videos had zero clickbait. He has kinda changed recently, but that's because his livelihood has become more dependent on it. And even so, he's nowhere near as bad as some of the others I've seen. I remember Christian Guzman being the first to do this stuff, which is what Dom Mazzetti made fun of in his video, and Marian, who was formerly Student Aesthetics, who was also my favorite fitness creator at some point in time, hung out with Christian once, and after that hangout, his video titles and thumbnails turned super clickbaity after that, and people had noticed this in his videos thereafter, and were quick to comment on it. Unfortunately, cannibalizing 10 of your current audience to bring in 50 new ones seems to be a more viable option in the YouTube game. So to summarize, I hate clickbait shit, and I know I'm not the only one. So that's 3 things I hate about YouTubers. I was going to title the video 3 things I hate that YouTubers do, but I imagine the video titled I'm sick of YouTubers doing this probably has more of a click-through factor to it. Maybe it's considered clickbait, but I am sick of YouTubers doing this. It's not like the video was about me enjoying it when YouTubers do this. I am sick of it. I don't enjoy it. And whether I used 3 things I hate about YouTubers or I'm sick of YouTubers doing this, the words thing and this imply that there's something in here that you're not sure of, so that would be why you'd click through, right? So regardless of whatever title I went through, I'm still talking about something or this thing that they do that I don't enjoy. So with that said, please subscribe to the channel. No, I'm just kidding. Don't forget to unsubscribe and dislike the video, and fuck it, report my channel for war crimes while you're at it. Thanks for watching, that is all.